Hey there, it's Claire from Your Guitar Academy. Welcome back. In this lesson 4, we're going to have a look at how to use a repetitive pattern using palm muting, ghost notes to create a really cool rock rhythm. So grab your guitar and let's go.
Hey guys, just before I let Claire carry on with this wonderful lesson, if you would like to check out the tab, the backing tracks, the write-up, everything you need is all available for free over on our website. The links are in the description below. Plus, you can also sign up for our YJ Club if you want the interactive tab and so much more.
Okay, I'm gonna start with playing this for you with the drum beats. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for this, I am using a combination of palm muting and open notes. So I start with a ghost note, which is just, I'm not playing like, there's no pitch really, it's just, I'm just muting here with my left hand, I'm just grabbing my guitar like that, and so that everything is muted. And then on here, I do the same technique as when I was doing the rake before. So I have that part of my hand on my strings, so that I'm really sure, like between my two hands, it's really, really dead. There's no sound coming in whatsoever. So, and I just kind of go from here and go down like that. Okay. And then I start with my palm muting. So. Okay, so still I'm always in shape 1 of B minor pentatonic, going between root and minor 7. So, okay, and to get that, basically you want to find a good balance between not being too muted, because if my hand is too close from my neck here, it's just not enough note that you can hear. And if I'm too close to the bridge, it's gonna be too open here. So you wanna find like a sweet spot on your guitar. You can hear what note it is, but it's not too muted. Okay, so you might need to find it, because it's gonna be different on different guitars. Okay, and for my guitar, it's more like I'm basically on my bridge pickup, and it's kind of the sweet spot for me. So, okay, so ghost, and then, and after that, you do this. So this is a double stop. So I'm using kind of a mini bar across the G and B strings on fret 7. And you want to have them, both at the same time. And as you can hear, I'm not just staying on here like that. What you want to do is you want to bend a little bit, the two of them, just before looping that again, going back to that root note again. And the reason why you do that is that because this note here is the minor third in the key of B minor. And basically in rock, every time you have a minor third, if you can just bend it a little bit, not like totally to the major third, but kind of in between, it's gonna be a really cool effect, because rock comes from blues, and in blues, you mix all the time this minor and major sound. When you improvise, and like in blues. So in rock, that kind of stayed. So it's gonna create this really cool, almost dissonant sound, because you're bringing almost a major third in a minor key, and that's a really cool thing to do. So basically, every time you have a minor third, just don't leave it flat. Okay. that's the end of my loop. So after that, after the double stop, I go back to palm muting. And on that double stop, I'm like totally open, so that we have a nice dynamic difference between my palm muting and my accents, which are open. So, and I repeat. Okay? So after that, so. I just do that 3 times, the whole loop, and then I'm gonna go down my shape. Then we're gonna introduce a new note that you might be familiar with. It's the blue note. Okay, so this note here is the flat 5 interval, which is part of my B blue scale. And it's like, it sounds really, really bluesy, and in rock there's also a lot of that. So, okay, I'm going down from root 7 up until that blue note, and then back up. Okay, and all of that is palm muted. Okay, so you can use, if you want, alternate picking, which is like just alternating downstrokes and upstrokes. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter because it's not very, very fast, and it's more about like the sound of the notes that trying to be exactly that to use like strict alternate picking. Personally, I don't really think about it. I tend to use economy picking, which is basically whenever I feel it's easier to do a downstroke or an upstroke, I'm just gonna do that. Sometimes it's gonna be 2 in a row, sometimes just alternate picking, but really don't worry about that too much. Okay, and when I arrive back on that root note, I can open it, so you don't do a palm mute on that last one because it's the last note and you wanna kind of finish the lick with that. Okay? Okay, and then I'm just repeating that. Okay, so I'm repeating 1 time the loop, and then I'm just doing. I just have time to do the first half of it, which is, and after that, I'm finishing with this. So because I'm gonna bend it and release it, I'm not gonna use a bar because it's just, you can't really bend when you have a bar when you use one finger. So I'm just using finger 2 and 3 just because I have more strength in those fingers than 1 and 2, but it doesn't really matter. So, and I'm going here, and this note here is a new note that we haven't used before in the solo, and that's the major 6th, and that note comes from the Dorian mode, B Dorian. Because before that we had the full B minor, the natural minor scale in B minor, which has the minor 6th in it. But Dorian, you just basically take that minor 6th and you make it major, and that has this really cool Dorian sound. So I'm just using that note here, just adding it to my B shape, and I do another double stop. And then I'm gonna use the technique that we had in the previous lessons, which is I am picking them together. I'm bending really fast and releasing quite fast as well. And after that, I just bend again, slow, just to add that tension. And if you can, just add a bit of vibrato. It's a bit difficult because it's a double stop, but little bit is nice. Okay, I'm gonna play the full thing now with the drum beat. Let's do it. 2, 3, 4. Okay, just before I do it a bit slower, so I don't know if you've noticed, but when I did this, I tend to, with my middle finger, I tend to grab just like touching my E string with my right hand, because it just avoids that E string to kind of ring or do unwanted noises. So it's optional. It doesn't change the sound, but I like doing that just for like security, basically. So I'm just gonna play that slowly. Let's do 50 BPM. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it for this lesson. As always, check out the website if you need to, and don't forget to practice this loop, and I'll see you in the next lesson.
Thank you, Claire, for that wonderful lesson. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember that if you want to get to the next lesson, you can click here. If you want to start from the beginning of the whole playlist, you can click here. And do please like and subscribe to our channel. It massively helps us spread the word of these amazing guitar courses.